I'm too late for any intros and all that, so here we are, months later, playing Metroid Other M again. I was
Oh,
gonna
come
do
on, we
Dread.
recorded a whole skit, dude.
Accidentally.
I feel
My
bad for
tilf.
anyone who believes that bullshit that came out of my mouth.
My tilf. Anyway, because I won't let it die. I've got someone else new on the couch for Other M. Someone else who kind of has the same opinion on Dread. Got a lot more.
New for Other M, but I've been on your stream before.
Not Dread, Other M.
Yeah.
Thing I was saying earlier. That Dread got a lot more hate than it had any right.
You mean Other M got more hate than it had any right?
See, this is why someone else is here.
It's also right now, what, 11:35, which isn't actually late for you because you work nights.
Yeah, this is 11 p.m. for me, basically. Oh, that was the other thing. So earlier, we got into a bit of a, I don't want to say debate, but we're like discussing some of the things that this game was doing really good and really bad that we liked and disliked. And I now have another point. Because I mentioned part of it before with Access. But for this game specifically...
Oh, come on, 78 chance to hit. I should mention I'm playing Fire Emblem on the Switch. Sacred Stones.
Yeah, my cohort, he's here, but he's doing something to keep himself awake, which is what... Oh, you already said it. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And frankly, it's probably putting me to sleep because I'm in the arena on whatever freaking mission this is. Just grinding out levels and money.
In all honesty, I forget how I was actually attacking this one.
I was about to say you have to parry him, but then I realized the same back on Metroid.
No, actually, this is it.
Oh, that's right, yeah, this is the one that introduced the freaking perfect dodge and parry, and it was made by Team Ninja or something, and had some fucking awesome suplex shit. Some headlock, fuck you, blast in the face. Samus was a bad bitch in this game. Despite being such a lame freaking child in the cutscenes.
There was only like one-ish complaint that I had when it came to some of these. It's like, it's not as noticeable or easy to like execute some of these attacks and parries like that.
I don't remember what it was, but wasn't it basically just you press one button after doing the right timed action before it?
Not exactly. It depends on the enemies. Some of them, it was like a quick time event where you had to react. But bosses like this, if you kind of have to piss them off enough like that, to where you can kind of just jump on their head and it might work, it might not. Or you have to like dodge into them, like here.
You'd also get a quick charge and a freaking power beam if you dodge while charging.
Like that dodge whatever thing at the end there, all I did was walk forward. I didn't hit a button specifically. All I did was this.
Yeah, I remember that being one of the game's complaints, that it kind of felt a little easy to pull off some of the stunts.
No, my complaint is some of these are a little hard. Like, if there was an actual button you could hit...
I don't think it's hard. I think it's esoteric is what it is.
Yeah. If it was like you had an actual, like, give me a dodge, give me a parry kind of specific button, something like that, it would be a little better. You know, you actually have the control of, like, trying to get it to do.
20 speed.
Anyway. But, if you actually had a specific button to do that, it would be a lot better, which is one of the things I'll compliment Dread for. Because doing the parries and stuff like that is actually pretty easy.
You know, having the subwoofer right behind my head makes me think there are other noises going on that are unrelated to whatever's on the screen.
Oh no, it's not a subwoofer.
Oh, it sounds like pretty bassy. I thought it was a sub.
Nah. In all honesty, it's probably a tweeter.
Yeah.
But technically, this is a... For those that care, I have a soundbar on my TV. I have two little surround speakers, all part of a brand called Vizio, not sponsored. And then there's a little subwoofer that goes with it that I have hiding behind my couch.
And for some reason, the audio mixing on the surround sound system makes certain things sound like they're not related to what's on screen.
Oh, that's one of the unique features I forgot about this game with the Wii Remote. That every now and then when you charge or do saves.
Oh yeah, all the sound effects that go to the remote itself.
Yeah.
One of the cooler things about this game, if you ask me. One of the cooler things about the Wii in general, really.
The Wii, there really hasn't been anything like it that we've ever gotten. Even on the Switch, we still haven't gotten anything.
I think there's a lot of things that there hasn't been anything like. I mean, you don't hear it too often, but damn, do I miss the pressure-sensitive face buttons in the PS2.
They were pressure sensitive?
You didn't know that?
No.
I mean, one of the most notable places, in my opinion, especially with the recent HD re-releases and the upcoming remake, Metal Gear Solid 3. For instance, if you, I think it was circle to grab an enemy, and if you hold the button lightly, you just hold him in a chokehold, free to interrogate or choke. But if you press the button down all the way, you pull out your knife and slit his throat. And I cannot tell you how many people I murdered because I did not know those face buttons were pressure sensitive.
Way to keep PG as I shoot aliens. Anyway. Who am I kidding? This was never meant for kids.
Yeah. It's funny too because there's a part later on in the
Speed
game
booster for
where
that.
you walk through a river flooded with the souls of everyone you've killed in the game, and the people whose throats you slit have their heads hanging around by their chest, held in place by like a single piece of sinew or something like that. And people you kill by shooting them nuts will hold their crotch crying, "I'm worthless."
That feels...
It's glorious. And you can skip this part by killing yourself too. Everything about that ghost walk is just amazing.
I was almost wondering if I did something wrong because of it freezing, but I wasn't really doing damage. I don't know what these beasts are, but they're actually kind of cool. I like them.
They kind of just give me rain dog vibes.
They're somersaulting dogs. They bark really loud to stun you, and then they try to do a somersault on your head.
And they've got the horns, which is, I'm calling them rain dogs. Not to mention it's icy.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. What be the foul beast? Oh god, it shot something at me.
Did it just swoosh the face?
No, it shot like a taser ball at me.
Ah, there's Franz at the 20 speed.
It did it again. Am I supposed to go in the water?
I think the water is probably like the boss fight arena, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm probably not, because it's been at least 5, maybe 10 years since I played this game.
I don't know. But when I had access on here, me and him both kind of talked about this game, saying like, yeah, the game had its moments. This is kind of my whatever of it. This isn't Access's full opinion. But we both kind of agree that the game got a lot more hate than it had any right getting. Like, the game had some flaws, sure, but not enough to warrant all the hate that it got.
And in my opinion, the flaws really were just in the writing. The gameplay was pretty rock solid, minus a few questionable choices that aren't worth hating game over.
Yeah.
You know, I just had a horrible thought that is not relevant to this moment in time, but it could potentially be relevant in the future.
How so?
What is the range on this mic, and how do I mute it?
Technically, on the mic itself, you could just take it off, or I could mute it
Well,
directly.
take it off, but like, is there a mute button?
There is, I believe.
I'm just thinking for the potential of a bathroom break. That'd be a little bit awkward to just water the garden on audio.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, taking the mic off, I could just mute it.
Yeah.
It's the problem with production like this. You just gotta sometimes roll with the punches. And in my case, poor planning. But yeah, this game definitely got a lot more hate than it was supposed to get. Sorry, what was...
I was going to say, just following up on that train of thought, didn't happen while I was there, but at my old job, one of the corporate guys was in a business call when he went to the bathroom and, in fact, did not mute his phone. And the entire conference call just sat in silence and shock as he, from what I understand, really whipped out a fire hose and was just, like, saving all the children or something.
You. God. Why you gotta be so unique with a lot of these presentations here?
I mean, it just comes out naturally.
One thing that I will say that I kind of do enjoy about this, there's multiple ways to shoot when you're doing that. So, tilted sideways, you have to hold one to charge and all that stuff. So if I move the controller forward, I can still use that same button to charge and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But the weird part is I still have to hit B to like lock on and all that stuff. Or I can do A while aiming down. Both A and 1 shoot, which is weird. But at the same time, I do enjoy. So if you're in those quick moments where you gotta like look really quick and...
Like, it does get complained about sometimes, but it's not one of the bigger points that you can only fire missiles while first person. That feels odd. Especially standing still, making yourself vulnerable in a fast-paced game like this.
You get a little awkward moments like that where you're trying to dodge and you can't.
Well, awkward moments like this when you're fighting a mini-boss and I'm over here playing Fire Emblem and not paying attention. God, that attempted curb stomp. Just thinking of retribution in the fucking... I don't even know what to call it. The fleshlight worm that pogo sticks on you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember his actual name, but...
Kind of looks like a sea cucumber almost. Wasn't that the one that gave you the spring ball when you beat it?
No, that was the one that gave you, well, technically spring ball, but it was a high jump.
Does it give you both?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because you get high jump, you get a jump or spring ball.
Yeah. The upgrades are tied together, kind of weird choice, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Game Boy Advance game. They probably didn't have the room to put one more boss in. Wow, what a obnoxious and in-your-face tutorial for something you've probably already done by this point in the game. You said you can only do that when your health is low, but I swear you could always do that, like, at any point in the game.
Nope. Thing is, I have multiple energy tanks. I can only get that one energy tank back.
Oh, yeah.
And they do not give me health.
But how do you get more health back? I forget.
You gotta go to save stations.
Oh, it's so gay.
Or unlock an energy tank.
Yeah. Classic. And like you were saying about, you weren't a big fan of the Zelda style of partial E-tanks, or E-tank pieces.
My only bit with it wasn't the fact of having the partials, it was the fact of, like, for something like the missiles, it didn't make sense to me. How do you find partial missile expansions?
Now, you know, one's the shaft, one's the tip, one's the explosion, and one's the fletching.
Of course they are.
Let's not question the fact that a missile has fletching.
See, now I get my health back. But no, you can recharge your missiles anytime. You can't recharge your health at any time. You specifically have to get critical.
Yeah.
And even then, it's only one energy tank. What do I need for this? Super missile. This is really encouraging me to have super missile everywhere.
Which means you're probably about to get it, because I don't remember this game having a whole lot of backtracking.
Not too much, but there is some. It's just kind of in the annoying, like, oh, hey, you know, you're... the missile expansion or health expansion that you're looking for, like the part of whatever is all the way back in Sector 1 and you're all the way in Sector 0. I feel like I'm missing something here.
You probably are.
Like, I think I'm supposed to freeze this.
I don't think you're right, but I understand why you feel that way.
Well, no, because I keep getting thrown out of this.
You ever thought about, this is a Metroid game where you murder multiple newborns.
Oh, that's what it is. I'm being an idiot. When it's forcing all the water and snow out, I'm getting thrusted with it. The one thing I think people had a problem with was every so often in this, you have so many enemies attacking you. But it's literally an experimental station where everything's gone rogue. So, yeah, having multiple enemies isn't exactly a bad thing, but it's explained like that.
Yeah.
Is it annoying sometimes? Sure, but it's not bad.
But there's also, like, the most notoriously bad game design thing of the stand still in first person and scan the area moment when you don't know what you're supposed to be scanning. That's one thing that I won't even defend with that.
Honestly, I'm not against those. I'm against it in the sense of it being forced to, like, alright, look your environment and notice the enemy to start the fight.
I'm with you on that. I like the idea, it's the execution itself.
Like, if it was one of those things where it's like there's a code on the door and you need to look around the room to kind of see for the code or something like that, making you actually look or something, I could see that, but a lot of things become like the boss fight only happens because you looked at the enemy wrong.
Which just doesn't make any sense for how aggressive some of those creatures are. But why does it matter how you look at them? They're going to kill you either way. I don't know what just made that noise, but the Wiimote just Woody Woodpecker.
Also, by the way, I'm low on that first tank right there, right?
Yeah.
Only missiles.
I swear you can do health too. I must be crazy.
This section, I can kind of agree that like there's a few too many enemy fights that you're having to do.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple doors where like I got stopped by this guy, then the rain dogs, then the fucking whatever the hell the double-armed kicking Jar Jar Binks wannabe ripoff, whatever the hell he was, only to run into this guy in the rain dogs again.
Well, see, you know, I'm one of those people who really enjoys murder. That's the satisfaction of games to me. So, having more
In-game.
fighting than puzzles. Well, yeah, talk about the game. I didn't take that out of context. But having more fighting than puzzles appeals to me personally.
I plead the fifth with anything on the belt.
Don't get me wrong. Puzzles are awesome. But when a game has good controls and cool abilities and stuff like that, I'd rather be killing than solving. It also goes the same in reverse. But you know, you don't play chess to figure out a puzzle. You play chess to beat the other guy.
Somehow shot a morph ball-sized hole to detonate an ice wall.
Yeah?
Yeah, if only I could figure out where to get that part that I saw earlier. Also, seeing Samus in the snow, she is so out of place.
Yeah. That's definitely more of a tropical camo she's got on.
This must be one of those things that as soon as I turn off the environment, like the hologram, whatever, to make it feel like more of an actual natural environment, I might be able to see where to go.
Which means you might need to... Oh, pickup, sorry. You might need to look at the ceiling if that's the case.
Nah, there's a couple remote stations. I think this is one that there's a boss fight and then there's like a tower over the whole Arctic sector here that you turn it off.
Ah, gotcha.
Because there was a couple levels ago where it was like we were in an almost desert jungle type situation.
I remember that one having the... Oh, this is a little freaking 3D game where you can bomb poop. I thought that was Prime for the life of me, I swear I thought it was.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Charge your power beam and then go into Morph Ball.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought you could do that in Prime, but I was evidently wrong.
Actually, Super Metroid was the one that started that.
I know, I was saying a 3D game where you could do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Get fucked.
Take your vitamins.
Success. This horse is so fucking adorable and charging a critical hit.
Oh god, not him again.
They're just reusing enemies in this section a lot more than usual, aren't they?
Yeah, like the dogs, I can kind of understand it, but these big guys, a lot
like-
of them is kind of just...
There's too much commitment to the enemies, is what it is. Or the enemies require too much commitment to defeat, I should say.
Yeah.
For how common you're running into them. Like, this is mini boss around every corner levels. It is fucking Capra Demon as a basic enemy now. To be fair, get fucked Kappa. He's only even dangerous because he's got those dogs.
You want to know the worst part?
Yeah.
So I defeated one earlier, right? Yeah. Now there's two in this room. I'm being shot by one up on the ceiling.
I swear to God, I just heard a Yoshi noise and you got drop kicked.
Who knows? Maybe it is reused assets. Who knows?
Kind of like his.
Wait, did he jump in the water and die?
I was looking away. I didn't see. We're gonna have to watch later.
I think he jumped in the water and fortunately perished.
That is hilarious.
He tried to follow me but couldn't do it. He zapped himself in the water.
Either that, or you're so bad at the game that the enemies are committing suicide to help you.
I'm not that bad at this game.
I
This
know.
game is bad at this game.
I know. I'm trying to make you feel worse about yourself.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, to
I
be
can't
fair,
make
your
this.
jumps are kind of doing that on your own. Looks like I'm playing at this point.
Honestly, I think I'm missing something.
Yeah, a platform.
Yeah, well, the enemy shoots some of them down, and then you got to fill in the rest while being shot at, while having to walk in first person. Sorry,
You can't
look
walk
in first person.
I don't even know why. It's not like. Do you use the D-pad for anything in first person?
No.
Yeah, why not? They could have done that. Or they could have, just let you use a freaking nunchuck.
Where'd he go?
Where'd he come from?
He shot me and then disappeared. Did he fall in the water?
Man, you really must be ugly if these people would rather die than look at you in a second.
All he did was he weirdly enough, he jumps in the air to like fire a black hole at you. This one jumped
more like
up
a
in
purple
such a way
hole.
that he was outside my camera's view. And then when I went to go look, he wasn't there anymore.
You're ugly and you know it.
You know what? You're ugly and you smell.
You know it. Man, there's no context to that first passage.
Nope.
Nor
There's
will
not
we
gonna
get
be.
any. It's a shame because the story of how that gets played is not hilarious as shit.
It's one of those you had to be theirs.
Oh, you totally did. It's not a story that tells well.
Nope. Here's some cutscene time. Oh, reused boss number 38.
Oh, have you already fought this thing 3
The
times?
creature's corpse showed signs of what looked like Metroid predation.
That was one of the
making my mind
weird bull
race.
things.
Oh, yeah, the
Metroids?
big one that looks even
Here?
more like a mini-boss than everything else in the area.
Impossible. Metroids can't tolerate cold temperatures. They couldn't survive in this environment. Besides, they're extinct. The baby was the last of its kind.
By the way, for some rough context, because you don't know, and she does not want her name being called, B12.
Got it.
She tried to do a thing where it's like, if you did a drinking game where every time she said the baby, you would die before the end of the game. I don't think so. You hear it a lot in the beginning, but like you don't hear it like that throughout the game. This is probably the 3rd time since we got on this station.
It is said a lot of times in the game, but not a lot of times fast. It's mostly shock value YouTube reviews that just do jump cuts of Samus saying the baby 30 times.
Yeah. Like in the beginning, you hear that word a lot. Went through, the baby must have protected me, the baby this, the baby that, the baby... You hear it there, but that's it.
Yeah. It's kind of like that freaking Xbox One reveal. You need to fuck the missiles, don't you?
Oh, no.
I think you do.
It says I need missiles, but it's not.
Yeah, I think you need the fucking, the burst
Seeker
missiles.
missile.
Yeah, Seekers. Yeah, it was like the Xbox One reveal.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember this game having Seekers.
Yeah, I do. But I'm also stupid, so.
I mean, most of my memory has been from, like, Advanced Fusion, Zero Mission, and then to GameCube playing Prime 1 and 2.
Yeah. Because I remember it being a going to first person, hold down the missile. And then that's how you secret missile.
Oh, there's this thing, yeah.
Which won't give you a break. He's fighting you like that one guy I hate playing Dead or Alive with. Just putting you in the wall and not being really responsible douchebag. Not being respectful douchebag, I should say.
I mean, to his credit, he is a wild animal.
I mean, that's no excuse for being He's a sportsman. He can show good sportsmanship before he can die. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's no way.
So you would have had to just play the dodge game.
Oh no, it was literally a 1, and there was no dodging.
I forgot freaking Naked Samus. I was wondering, when did you get the fusion suit?
No, that's Zero Suit.
I mean, Zero Suit is just... It sounds like it's trying to say naked. Let's be real.
I have too much respect for Samus.
As do I. They should have called it the freaking... I guess a skin suit does actually sound sexy. So maybe Zero Suit was the more PG way of addressing it.
I mean, to be fair, it's just saying she's without the power suit.
Yeah. Well, no, the Zero Suit actually is a suit. Like, that's undeniable. And it's nowhere near as bad as her old battle between that freaking NES days. Which frankly wasn't even that attractive. She's wearing boy shorts and sports bra. Which is kind of weird to wear under that suit if you think about it. It sounds a little uncomfortable, I think. Like, the Zero Suit's kind of an upgrade for user comfort.
My tilt.
Pop-Tart.
Fluffer Nutter. Somehow that dodged. Are you kidding?
Nice.
I did the dodge thing while being basically pressed against a wall.
I
And
mean,
because I was doing that while he was trying to stomp me, like right there, it was counting.
yeah. All you really need is an inch. I was gonna say, if that door will open, you got a chance.
I was just trying to make sure I got him. So that way if I went back in the room, I wasn't having to deal with that again.
Yeah, that would be kind of awkward too if he just fully regened his health because you're left.
Are you kidding me? He respawned?
I'm sorry I said it. I'm really not.
I just need to see if I can get out of this room. I might not be able to. See, I jumped and he somehow... Like, what the hell?
You just need to get good.
This is also technically one of the first, and only, I believe, in the series, to actually technically have 3D speed booster.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that a little bit ago. He was also the first... I don't know if I mentioned that or not. He was also the first to have voice acting, wasn't it?
No.
I mean, aside from the screams.
Because we had Prime 1 through 3 and then got this.
Oh, that's right. Prime 3 was not first. I don't want to do a blank on that one.
But to be fair, I count Prime 1 through 3 that she is talking, but she's not. It's more like you actually hear noises from her.
Yeah.
Because hell, in 3, other than just she actually texts, not talks. Look at that, he's leapfrogging away.
Yeah, he's not gonna let you be cheesy. No Gouda up on this bitch.
The sad part is I'm hitting him. What?
What?
No, I charged the beam, and as I let go, he forced me off, and it forced me to shoot the beam straight rather than at him. Whack.
I don't know what that sound was. That just sounded like the holy beam. And then God bestowed onto man sound effect, you know?
Yeah, see, I'm getting bucked off as I, like, charge the beam.
Is it because that little thing shoots spikes in the background?
No.
I kinda get it.
Like, the thing is, I can damage him, charge up the beam, go to get on here, and I'm having to, like, recharge the beam, only for him to, like, force me off. So I wonder if it's I'm not supposed to hurt him, but he's supposed to do something in the environment. In the environment.
I don't think the game is that strictly explicit, though.
But it's not letting me finish. It's allowing me to... Why is it forcing me toward him? I'm trying to listen to you guys. I'm gonna die for it, but whatever.
It's also possible it's just glitched. Your discs could be scratched.
Of all the games, this is the one that never got played that much. I think I played it twice and put it back in the box.
You never finished it, good job.
No, I finished it. That's
Okay.
what I mean. I played it twice.
Okay, I thought you meant like 2 sittings.
No. As much trouble as I went through to get this game, I was going to play as much as I could.
That is respectable.
I don't know if I ever told you about that.
I don't think you did.
So, I think I mentioned this to Access last video, but when I went to get this game, this was the first game I ever pre-ordered.
Yeah.
This one right here. And I found out that they were doing like an art booklet. And not speak today.
I mean, I can't speak because I'm half asleep. What's your excuse?
To tell you the truth, I got up earlier than normal. But I found out they were doing an art booklet for this, and I was trying to save money and stuff like that, but this is the student logic of like, oh hey, Ma, can I put money aside, kind of whatever, to pre-order this game? Sure, sure. I'll put it right here in the purse. Spends it later. What money did you save? So, when it came down to actually trying to pre-order the game, we didn't really have anything for it. We were broke. So I ended up trading in a whole bunch of games that I had just to kind of be able to play this. And I ended up trading in Call of Duty World at War and a few other 360 games, a couple of which I didn't care. I think one of those was Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Oh, I was one of that game as a kid. Thought it was so cool, basically having Call of Donkey Kong.
Well, the problem that I have with the game wasn't even the game itself. It was the fact that I could never play the game. because for some reason I did not have the 360 connected as a kid to the internet and all that. So in order to play the game, I had to have an update for the 360, which...
Oh, yeah, the console needed an update to play it?
Yeah. But the problem is that for some ungodly reason, whatever, the console... I like, a lot of these details are foggy, but we couldn't actually play it because we needed to be able to update it a specific way, and even when we did connect it to internet, it wasn't working properly. So we ended up contacting Microsoft. They sent us out a disc to quote-unquote make it work, and it never made it work. So for years, and this is on the launch 360, by the way, we could never make that game work.
Am I crazy or not? But didn't the Wii actually have system updates on the disc?
No,
for
this
games
is for
that
the
needed it?
360.
I know, but I'm talking about, you made me think about this.
Yeah.
I swear I remember the Wii, whenever it had a system update before I play a game, it was on the game itself.
It was.
Which sounds really wasteful of this system, right?
Security updates for those, because I think the Wii was one of those consoles that kept in mind not everyone had Wi-Fi at home. Some of them were still on like DOL and shit like that.
The Wii was strictly hardwire anyway.
No, it had wireless.
Yeah, you had a wireless adapter.
Yours didn't have built-in Wi-Fi?
No Wii had built-in Wi-Fi. I don't
Mine
think
had
so.
built-in Wi-Fi. It's connected to my internet now.
The fuck? I swear you. Oh no, I'm back. They had built-in Wi-Fi. You needed an adapter for Ethernet.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
No, yeah, built-in Ethernet too.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
My
it did.
Wii- Okay.
Pick up my Wii over there right now and look.
Okay, I'll go pick up your Wii.
I swear it had it.
I swear I'm gonna shake it too, just to be sure.
The one that didn't have it was the Switch.
Okay, so which one of these looks like an Ethernet port to you?
And I was waiting to see how long that was going to go for.
Well, I know the Wii had one, or at least one, maybe two revisions. They had a freaking mini Wii.
Well, that's the launch one, so.
Ah. See, I didn't know that context. I thought you might have had a revision. Like the Asian Wii. Oh, sorry, I mean the mini Wii. It's technically the Asian Wii. That's where it saw the most success in the market.
Finally got him. Took forever. But, nah, so back to the story. So, traded in a bunch of games and was finally able to severely discount Other M to buy it. And we're talking like going from...
I'm really hoping my hand covering the mic covered that.
No, because mine was open. Like, no context, no warning, just let it loose. Anyway, managed to severely discount the game. I think it was like 60 at launch. I don't even remember. And we brought it down to like 30 bucks.
Nice.
So when I finally managed to get the game, I brought it home. I couldn't even play the game. My Wii refused to play the game for some reason. No idea why. Ended up over the course of, I believe it was a month, ended up doing a bunch of random things to try to get it to work. Like immediately within the first week, it was one of those, oh god, the game's not loading things. Maybe it's something wrong with the disc. Went to GameStop, because that's who I bought it from at the time.
Yeah.
Went to GameStop. They tried it in their store console. It worked. So I went back home with a different disc because they were like, okay, maybe it's that specific disc for your console. Came home with another disc. That one did not work.
We're talking about the update disc here, right?
No, we're talking about Other M itself.
Oh, sorry. I was stuck in World of War.
No, Peter Jackson's King Kong.
King Kong. Yeah. I mentioned I'm half asleep, right?
Yeah. But, could not get Other M to work for like the first 2 weeks, going back and forth between GameStop and home. Ended up bringing my console in to get it, you know, looked at and stuff like that. And for some reason, the game would not work. They could not, for the life of them, figure out why somehow mine did not work to play the game. So I ended up contacting Nintendo. They were, I guess, aware of it being an issue, but had no context for what it was. Like, it wasn't even one of those things like, oh, you know, some consoles might have something wrong with the disc reader, it might be a bad update or something like that. No, they were just like, huh, yeah, here's a label, we'll look it over and see what it is. And when I got the console back, that's where the clock issue that I've got now, that's where that came in.
I forgot about that clock issue. Like, doesn't your clock move in reverse or something stupid
Yeah,
like that?
for some reason, the clock at my console doesn't move forward, it moves backwards.
How long until you're in 1984?
I have no idea.
Man, Wii's are just messy, man. But I love little things. I know it's going to be a controversial opinion, but I love the shit out of freaking Smash Bros. Brawl. Might actually be my favorite in the series.
I like Ultimate, but it's not my favorite in the series. I played
Ultimate's
Brawl
roster
first.
is amazing. Brawl's story is amazing. Ultimate's story mode kind of blows ass. It's literally just going from normal fight to normal fight with some random modifiers on Jake for a bit. The grandioseness of the Subspace Emissary just cannot compare.
I love how rather than climbing, I'm somersaulting under the water.
Is that what you're supposed to do, or are you just being funny?
That's what you're legitimately supposed to do, is jump up. So rather than climb up one hand at a time, I'm legitimately somersaulting to make it up.
That did not help you at all.
No, it kind of screwed me.
Best part is you're only making it like one rung at a time doing that.
No, 2. I'm going up 2 bars at a time. Somehow I jumped further down than I wanted. And this is the stupid part. I'm jumping up, but I'm having to hit and hold left. Otherwise, I just jump off and slide down.
So it's kind of like a half-assed old school wall jump. I was going to laugh at you. I was going to laugh so hard.
Nah. Once I hit red critical, then I can heal.
It's just such a stupid mechanic.
Oh, there are those guys again. The struggles for the fodder. At least the door is not locked.
Yep. That's the thing I hate the most about this game, is not only do you see if there's an item in the room, but where it is.
I think I mentioned this in the last one too. Part of the reason why I hate the energy tank parts and the missile parts is because missile tanks aren't missile tanks. It's literally you earned 1 more missile storage. I earned 1 more. I got 21
I
missiles.
forgot about that. 1 missile at a time is also pretty awkward and also pointless when you can just regen missiles.
Yeah.
You have infinite missiles. The only thing missile tanks gives you is the convenience of not having to reload your missiles. The missile tanks are just magazine upgrades now.
The most efficient way through here should be delivering shoulder impacts with your speed booster. So I'm authorizing its use.
I think that's the one thing that everyone agrees on in this game.
The authorization crap, yeah. I get it. It's supposed to be a symbolic thing showing Samus's respect for Adam, but it just kind of falls flat. And also, the speed booster, you can only use it in like a handful of specific locations.
Yeah, because it takes a long time to charge that round.
And it's also always got that funny diagonal camera angle too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like, look how far to this room I'm having to run to get the speed boost here.
Like, can you shine spark in this game? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to go back to the fucking Wii revision, but like, do we know why the fuck the Wii Slim was red?
Because I think it was a Mario edition.
Oh, is that it? I thought Nintendo just wanted to be funny.
Oh, that was the other thing. There was the, they had to make an ability for the fucking concentration thing that you do to, like, refill the missiles and health.
Yeah.
So there's a charge rate for it. You can earn faster charge rates.
Don't remember that at all, but that's also stupid. Ooh, Seth opening with a critical. Yeah, fuck that fire sage up. Yeah.
And the boss has a shield around his point. And is constantly trying to pick me up and kill me. But it's an organic thing that just somehow happens to have a shield.
Organic thing that puts off some pukes and fuses vibes.
Yeah. You know what? If I stream that game at all, you're there for it.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Might say that one for Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, something like this that long.
Quiet you.
That's fair. I will things into existence by joking about them. I'm gonna live until I'm at least 3,500 years old. Gonna discover the cure for cancer and become a fucking vampire and some shit.
Yeah.
Like, unironically, if a vampire exists in the modern age, you think they'd be a fucking businessman using their powers to just excel in the career field with their super strength and freaking superhuman persuasion and shit like that?
I mean, there's a couple ways that could go. I feel like you might have one that just has been around long enough that it's just like, I wonder how bad I can make everything. Just, what's the bottom of the barrel that I could do kind of shit, you know?
I mean, I think, like, a vampire with super speed, super strength, dominance over the mind, and shadow magic.
What
They
kind
would-
of vampire are you talking about?
Like a Dracula-esque vampire. These are all pretty classic powers. But I would think that they'd either be like the #1 employee in a warehouse or like the business negotiator. They just really fit into the modern world without having to be evil.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Also,
What
what,
I don't.
one ability that never gets really talked about is how in the original books, Dracula climbed a wall barefoot like a lizard.
Wasn't there also one in the original story where he was harmed by a running river.
Don't remember if that was in the book or not. Because this is a very hard book to read. It is a ye olde English kind of book.
This is really weird being in a 2D game and getting a full 3D view like that.
Yeah? Well, the game's not really 2D. It's 3-ish D. It's not 2.5D, it's 3-ish D. That was another one of those things.
Yeah, because I didn't get the other one either. Aww. You know what? I don't know, but I'll take it. Alright, where's the boss? That did nothing.
I'm pretty sure it's more of a nuisance than a boss at this point.
I think it's one of those things that I need an ability that I don't specifically have yet.
Probably Plasma Beam.
Not Plasma Beam's a later game.
Oh, it is.
I think you get Plasma Beam right before you get Power Bomb.
The Power Bomb is just the end-game ability. Once you have that, you have full explorative ability, power.
Actually, funny enough, you don't get Power Bombs till you beat the story.
No, you get them at the climax.
Yeah, you know. You literally go back with the authorization that, oh, he's not here to say anything. Okay, I can use Power Bombs now.
No, if I recall, the way you get power bombs is like during one random boss, you get swallowed alive and have no choice but to freaking nuke its internal organs.
Yeah, that's like okay, so at the very end you find the Metroid Queen, power bomb it, and then from that point on, because it's right there at the end, like, oh shit, you know, survive the mother brain, end cutscene, come back, and now you can use it.
But you still unlock power bombs before the end of the game. You just can't use them until after the end of the game.
Semantics.
Indeed. Also, I think you actually get like 5 minutes of exploration before beating that final boss, don't you?
I mean, the save room, but it's not like you're actually going back anywhere.
Yeah.
Poor bastards.
Like you said that right as Seth one-tapped the freaking Axeman. so close to being done with this grind finally.
I will say though, if you had to pick one thing you disliked about this game and one thing you liked about this game, what would it be? Off of your memory before actually like seeing a lot of it, you know?
I think I've already said the thing I dislike the most, and that is seeing the items on the map, like their location and all. Yeah, it doesn't tell you how to get to them, but it's excessive. And something I'd say I like about the game has gotta be Samus's chokehold blast your face off move. Specifically that one where she just throws a dude in a headlock and barrel stuffs them with her arm cannon.
That would be something. Honestly, I like the visuals of the game a lot. Like, a lot of the enemy designs are really cool to me.
They are nice. I'm with you on that.
And the main thing I dislike, as far as this game is concerned, is honestly just trying to pull off some of these parry moves. Like, to me, I feel like is the start of where we have the couple games that do the why shoot them when you can just parry to end it all kind of thing. And this game kind of has a 50-50 of you could end them with your weapons or you could just insta end it with the parry.
Yeah.
But the problem with this one is it doesn't have the insta end with the parry. It's also the same problem as the weapons. So you can get on top and blast to your heart's content. But there's a chance you're going to have to do that 3, 4, 5 more times. Just like you would doing a couple charge beams 2, 3, 4, 5 more times.
Yeah, like it feels badass the first time you do it, but it kind of overstays its welcome. I know what you mean.
Yeah. But other than that, I really don't think this game deserves a lot of the hate. The story does. The way it was executed. But I don't know. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoys this video and enjoys my cohort. He will be for an undetermined number of videos. He will be a part of them.
Indeed.
Including a surprise stream when it goes live. I'm not sure I'll upload this tonight. I might. Who knows? Anyway, see you in the next one.
Peace and don't die.
Words to live by.